Liverpool fans seem to be worried, even though Liverpool are a perfect 7 for 7 across all competitions this season. I'm going to give you five reasons why I'm not worried at all. In fact, I am very happy with how Liverpool have started this season. Let's dive right in. First and foremost, why are people worried? Well, too many late frantic games, okay? Liverpool have only won all 7 of those games after the 83rd minute. It has been uncomfortable in every single match, and we've lost some serious leads. That leaky defense of ours is concerning people, and it's concerning because now we're without Leone as well, as he's gone down with an ACL injury. But we've lost 2 goal leads 3 separate times out of those 7 games, and we've almost done that again. Liverpool struggling to keep clean sheets. Liverpool struggling when they go up by 1 or 2 goals to keep that gap and build on it. It's been rocky. It's been rocky. I'm not denying that. It's been rocky. People are also saying, well, slot ball hasn't happened yet. Like, we were promised, or at least we expected, this kind of silky smooth machine-like football, and we're not seeing that at all. And in fact, we're kind of seeing the opposite. I think in a lot of matches, there's just some puzzling passing. There's some puzzling tactics. It's kind of like, what are you doing in the training ground? There's players that are just kind of kicking the ball back to the other team. It's a little strange at times. It's a little unnerving. And I get it. Like, I'm not saying there's no concerns at all with this Liverpool team. I'm not saying we're perfect at all. But these are some of the concerns that I've had and what I've heard from other Liverpool fans. Expensive signings not producing. Obviously, Florian Wirtz is under a microscope, mostly by rival fans at the moment. I think the fact that Florian Wirtz has not hit the ground running per se in this Liverpool team, he hasn't scored yet. I think he had 1 assist in the first match of the season. Apart from that, he hasn't really done anything. And there's starting to be a highlight reel or a low light reel of all of his mistakes. But the fact that Liverpool are already 7 wins out of 7, and this guy, one of our biggest signings of the summer, hasn't really done a whole lot, I think that's actually good news. I think the signs are there that he's going to come good. It's just he's in a tough position. That's a really tough position in the Premier League. But I think the signs are there. Anyways, okay, Liverpool are not dominant. Liverpool are not dominant in any of their games. And I think fans want to see that. They want to see their team win 3 or 4-0. Liverpool haven't done that yet, and I don't know if it's going to happen. But here are the 5 reasons why I'm not concerned. I'm actually very, very happy with where Liverpool are at. Number 1, this is what Slot did last year, right? Do you remember starting off the season last year? We had a very, very good start to the season, but each match was kind of a little bit like, ooh, this is not comfortable. We're not dominating games. We are not really looking fluid. It's a little bit weird. And, there were a lot of those, like, we'd go down a goal early and then have to storm back and win 2-1 or 3-1. But this was kind of the thing that Arneslot did last year. We were rarely comfortable in any match. We did have a few standout performances. I know we won our first game in the Premier League 3-0. We beat City. We beat Real Madrid. We beat Leverkusen. But those were still kind of like, man, it would usually take us, the first half looked garbage, and then we'd come out and we'd adjust and we'd win the game in that second half. That's kind of what's happening this season as well, just with a little bit more magic and a little bit more late frantic wins. But I think the model is kind of there, and I don't think this is the long-term model, but I think this is how Arneslot deals with a brand new squad, essentially, and brand new tactics, and having to bet in new players, which is part of this too. We are betting in new stars while winning. This was a complete squad overhaul this summer. Now, when you have players like Florian Wirtz coming in, when you have Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak, Kirkes, Frimpong, it is going to take time for all of those players to gel. Those are finely tuned athletes who have been in other systems for a long time. And now you have to come into an Arneslot side at Liverpool in the toughest league in the world it's not going to be easy. And I think Arneslot has the uncanny ability to bring in new stars, to get them bedded in, and still have the tactics to win games. It's not going to be pretty all the time, but he has the tactics to do that. And I think that's what's special about Arneslot. We already knew that about him. He did that at Feyenoord. He did that in other clubs that he was in. He is able to, almost every season, if he needs to, completely blow up the squad, sell players, buy new players, and still win. And I think that is very, very special in a manager. You could have a manager, let's take Ruben Amorim, for example, who comes into a club and says, I am going to impose my will on this squad no matter what it takes, even if we're terrible for 2 seasons. I am going to bend this team to my will. They're going to play like I want them to, even if it's painful for the short term. Well, Arneslot doesn't do that. Arneslot says, I'm going to bet in these new players. I'm going to impose my tactics on this team, but not at the cost of winning. We will win games, even if it's ugly. And I appreciate that about Arneslot. And I don't think this team has gotten out of first or second gear yet, which is why it's so special. Because we have the squad depth to go the distance this season. When you have question marks of, am I starting Ekitike or Isak? When Ekitike gets a red card, a foolish red card, and is out for the next game, oh, bummer, we have to play Alexander Isak up top. My goodness, we are spoiled at the moment. When you're wondering, is it Gakpo or Florian Wirtz? Who am I going to start in the midfield? Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz. It's just crazy the amount of squad depth and talent we have on this team. And I think that is a huge, huge thing in a league where I think oftentimes out of the top 6, maybe it's the team that stays the healthiest, that is able to go the distance. And we saw that with Liverpool last season. We had injuries, but for the most part, our squad stayed pretty healthy and we were able to do what we needed to do. We have squad depth like crazy this season. It's not perfect, but I think it's very, very good. All right, mentality monsters. We just are the mentality monsters, and that is only growing week after week, game after game, where we come out, we score 2 goals, we let 2 goals in, and then we win it late. Now, is that a sustainable model? No, it is not a sustainable business model for this team. But the amount of late winners this season, I think, is already cauterizing the squad. I think it's already making this squad grow closer together. It's showing them that no matter what happens, you can always come back. It's never over, right? Never over. Fight till the last whistle. And I think that is a very, very important mentality of a team that has aspirations in every competition they're in. So the amount of late wins, it's uncomfortable. It's nervy. It's not a long-term solution, but hey, we're not playing well and we're winning games, and that's amazing. So if you're wondering or you're worrying about what Liverpool are doing so far this season, just go look at the Premier League table. It'll be okay. Look at the table, sit there, stare at it for a couple minutes, and I think you'll feel better because Liverpool are perfect in every competition so far. 7 out of 7, 5 out of 5 in the Prem. We sit 5 points clear of Arsenal at the moment, and we haven't even played well yet. So it's good, guys. It's good eating right now. And as always, I'd love to know what you think. Get your comments in below. As always, up the rags.